Today is Monday. Hope you had a nice weekend. It's April 28th, 2K14. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Monday morning.
Oh boy, here we go. Starting off a brand new week. We're near the end. This is the last Monday of April.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Spring is here.
It's the only, in fact, this year.
Yes.
This is the only April 28th.
Well, aren't you smart?
Hey, I study a lot.
You study.
Yeah. I read the calendar once.
Oh,
Once I stopped around August, I'm waiting for the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to know how it ends. You know what I mean? Okay,
oh, my goodness.
Happy. Okay, today.
Yes.
That's not a good day. I'll use another one. Today is Workers' Memorial Day.
Workers' Memorial Day.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Oh, it doesn't really matter. Today is World Day for Safety and Health at Work. So if you work, be safe and healthy.
Boy, that was good, Wayne.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Slide that right on in there.
I
Boy,
know.
wait till you hear about tomorrow.
It's exciting too, right?
Whoopee. Okay.
Well, on today's show, by the way.
Today's show, by the way.
Thank you for asking.
Yes, anytime.
We have communities in schools. I believe we have some success coaches that are here to talk about what they do at Southern Wayne High School and how they're making a difference.
Yeah.
We also have Miss Paige Learnard here, Sergeant Paige Learnard,
that's right.
here to talk about Crimestoppers and how you can help.
All right.
Both of those on today's show.
I love to hear Crimestoppers stories about how people are.
They're assisting.
They help in bringing justice.
That's right.
And then they help in getting crime off the streets, and nobody knows who they are.
That's right. It's all anonymous.
It's all anonymous.
You have trouble with that word?
Yeah, is this day, believe it or not, this day, 1789, I was there, I know. 1789 is when the Bounty was mutinied. Mutiny on the Bounty was a couple of great, in fact, it was 2 or 3 great movies about that. But my favorite was with Charles Coburn as Captain Bligh. But anyway, there's truly a mutiny on the Bounty. A rebel crew took over the British ship Bounty and set sail for Pitcairn Island, which is out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around Pitcairn, nothing. But a popular book about the event was passed down to generation as one of the classic works of literature. Indeed, it was. Great movie. Clark Gable was Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian.
That was good.
Like that. Thank you.
Well,
thank you.
You should have been an actor.
I can't act.
Really?
Nah, not me.
I bet you can.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Well, speaking of acting.
Yes.
Center Stage Theater will be putting on Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat right around the corner. It is May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all at the Paramount Theater. Let's see. I'm looking for ticket sales. Oh, yes, tickets are between $12 and $15.
Right.
You can purchase those online at GoldsboroParamount.com, or you can give them a call, and you can purchase tickets by phone. That number is 583-8432. That's it's really sad because I can't see the small writing. But that's Center Stage Theater, all happening at the Paramount, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
What was that number?
I don't know.
Let's see.
It's way down there.
583-8432. You did good.
Thank you. I was struggling.
No, 583-8432.
Very good.
Good. Okay.
They do a good job with all their shows.
They certainly do. They certainly do. Harper Lee, the author of To Kill a Mockingbird, is having a birthday today.
How old?
She is 88.
Oh, my.
Isn't that
good
wonderful?
for her.
Yes, Harper Lee. Her first name is Nell. Nell Harper Lee.
But she goes by Harper?
Harper Lee. She goes by author of To Kill a Mockingbird with so many. And the movie was just amazing. But she's 88. Anne Margaret having a birthday. She is 73.
She's still a beautiful lady.
Oh, she is. She is. Always one of my favorites. And I've seen her a couple of times. I watched the old Jack Benny shows, and I've seen her on Jack Benny and a couple of those as well. She was funny, talented. But,
she did have a great sense of humor, or seemed to in the movies anyway.
She did a movie called Grumpy Old Men was the name
of
it.
yeah, that was so good.
Oh, it was hilarious.
That was really cute.
Hilarious.
And the guys, I can't think of their names, but they did a great job.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, Jack Lemmon and
Walter Matthau.
Walter Matthau.
And those two always teamed up, and they were always funny. But these were two older guys chasing a younger girl.
It was cute.
Marcia Strassman of Welcome Back, Kotter is having a birthday. She's 66 years today.
Happy birthday if it's your special day.
Yeah.
So stay with us, where the interviews are coming up next. Joining me this morning are two individuals that are success coaches with communities in schools. I'd like to welcome Sharon Patterson and Jean Jackson to the show. Thank you both so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
So you are our success coaches at which school here in Wayne County?
Southern Wayne.
Southern Wayne High School. That's my old alma mater.
Right.
Well, tell me exactly, if you would, what a success coach is, and why do you think it's so important for Wayne County to have success coaches in all of our schools?
All right, we'll piggyback into that. Success coaches. We're that special adult at high schools or middle schools, because we're in middle school and high school. That one person that a child can establish another relationship with, someone he can talk to. Because we're not employed by Wayne County Public Schools, we can do a little bit different, things differently. So that's a success coach. We try to make that child feel successful in whatever he does.
And you know, Kim, the teachers, the counselors in our schools are just overwhelmed with more work than they can possibly get done. So we're an extra pair of hands that can help work with the students and make sure that whatever issue comes up, what we're there for is to make sure that they graduate. We want them to graduate, go on to college, be successful, have a family. We want all those things for them. And we're there just to make sure that if there is if there's a rock in the road, we're going to sweep it out of the way.
There you go. Wow. You know, if we could all have success coaches all the way through life, wouldn't that be nice?
That would. That would.
Well, you know, it sounds like you all are very much a team. A team not only in the communities and schools world, but in the entire Wayne County, with the teachers, with the counselors. You all work together hand in hand, jointly, to make sure these children, each individual, has the most success possible.
We do, and Sharon was previously a counselor in the school system and is retired now. So she has that background, and she makes an excellent partner. We work well together, and we try to bring to the kids solutions to their problems, and we try to give them motivation and encouragement. And that's one of the important points of communities in schools, that we offer them a one-on-one experience with a caring adult, and you would be amazed at how much that can accomplish.
Oh, absolutely. I can see where in high school, especially a child who is maybe lacking at home, not getting the one-on-one attention for whatever reason. You know, if the parent works long hours or is not there in the afternoons when they get home from school, or even if the parent works late night shift, you never know what the situation may be, and maybe they don't get that one-on-one attention at home. Obviously you can imagine how important it is to have that one-on-one face-to-face. Let me tell you my problems, you tell me how you can help me, let's work together.
Exactly.
That's huge.
And then sometimes kids just aren't comfortable talking to their parents.
Well, true.
We're a different face. You're not somebody you have to live with every day. You can come in and tell me, I can offer solutions, or try to help you work toward a solution, and you go home and you don't have to keep looking at, or sometimes as parents we tend to throw things back in your face. We're there, we do it, it's gone.
Exactly.
And Kim, she is so good at that. I mean, I get a little jealous at times. The students come in, and the first thing is they go, "Is Miss Patterson here?"
Aww.
So I get a little jealous of her, because she really does work well with the kids, and they ask for her frequently.
Well, it sounds like, Sharon, sometimes maybe you have that maternal instinct that the children feel as well. And it's probably a good partnership to be able to have both a male and a female role model one-on-one.
Because a lot of times we give them the male perspective and the female perspective. Don't let him fool you. He's the computer whiz over there, so all of our forms are easy to read, and he can click a button and he can tell me stuff off the computer while I'm sitting there. I'm saying, "Can you tell me?" Click, and he tells me what I need to know about a student. So
everybody has their role, and it makes a great team, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It works for us.
Well, tell me more about a day in the life of a success coach at Southern Wayne, and maybe possibly give me an example of a student that you've worked with that's really motivated you or made you really sit up straight and say, "Now, this is a success story."
No day is the same. I mean, every day is different, and we never know exactly who we're going to see or what is going to come up. And we have had some situations at Southern Wayne that have been inspiring to us, and at the same time frustrating, because we've discovered some of the problems that students are having. And in fact, we submitted a grant to address one of those problems. And we don't, of course, you may or may not get it, but we felt like it was worth looking into. But I think most recently, what I have had a lot of experience with lately is one of our students. His name is James Ham, and you might, everybody has a unique situation, but James was really special because James is a senior at Southern Wayne High School, and he's 21 years old.
Oh my goodness.
According to North Carolina law, this is the last chance he can remain in public school and graduate. If he doesn't do it this year, he can't do it because 21 is as old as you can be. But James will graduate this year, and I thought his story was worth telling because so many students would have just given up. James has a learning disability, and they would have given up and say, I don't need this, and just leave. And he didn't do that. He stuck with it. He's still there. He's a very soft-spoken young man, very articulate, and we've given him, we've shown him that attention and worked with him, and it has made a big difference in him. He's very positive. He wants to graduate, get some skill training, and find a job. That's his objective, and we're very happy to have worked with him and watched him reach this milestone in his life. He is going to graduate, and his family is so proud of him.
Oh my goodness, I can only imagine. And not only have you all guided him and been the support system that he needs to reach that goal of graduating, but you guys have really probably touched his life forever. By getting this high school diploma, think about the doors that will open for James in the future. But what would not have if he had not had the motivation and the support system to help him graduate and get that high school diploma.
Exactly. And every one of us probably could name a teacher who affected us in a positive way. Myself, it was my 8th grade teacher, and I would skip school. I was just terrible. But she wouldn't give up on me, and she stuck with me, and the further I tried to pull away, the harder she would help reel me back in. And she made a huge difference in my life. I'll never forget her, Frances Winfrey. And James might remember us too down the road. We don't know, but this happens to teachers all the time.
It does.
And Gene is good. He tells that story to the students, so that makes an impact, that they know that somebody else thought about that at one time and they didn't, and what difference it made in their lives.
And I think that is one of the strategies that you all have and is working, is that each one of you success coaches, whether it's at the middle school, the high school, wherever, you've all got different backgrounds.
Right.
You all can give something so totally different to these students that it really makes this team extremely strong.
And we have success coaches that were former principals. We've got guidance counselors. It's a very strong team, and I can assure you that the Success Coach program of communities and schools here in Wayne County is making a difference in these schools.
It certainly is. We hear it every week. We hear more and more about what is happening and how you all are making a difference, not only in individual students' lives, but in our overall graduation rates for our community and our county.
Yes.
And we do appreciate that very much because it makes our community more successful and more productive citizens. And we hope they'll come back to Wayne County. Go away and get your degree, or stay here locally and get your degree, but come back to Wayne County and be a productive, successful citizen. And you all are touching students by doing that.
And we enjoy it.
And we're glad. Well, tell me one more thing, if you would. What kind of things are you giving opportunities for your students? You were telling me off air before we started about some of the interesting things that you're doing to open up their eyes to what potential jobs are available.
Well, we've been actually attending through the Career and Technical Education Department of Wayne County Public Schools. We're going on tours of industries and things. We need to know what's out there. One of the questions that we're asked all the time from our seniors particularly, and some juniors, where can I find a job? And so by going on these tours, we're able to determine what the opportunities are and advise the students, and that's worked really well. And then what we try to do is to expose we bring in speakers. We try to expose the students to new opportunities. Tomorrow I'll be taking a group, Sharon and I will be taking a group to the Wayne County Public Schools TV studio to try to give them a tour of that.
Yeah,
we're going to give them a chance to audition and see if we can spark some interest there. And who knows, one of those students might one day be doing what you're doing.
You never know. Or they could be any form of broadcasting. There's so many different pieces and job opportunities, pieces to that puzzle that go into a studio like this.
And those are the fun things, and I really like working with the fun things with them. Now, Sharon has the hard job.
What is that?
She works with attendance.
Yes,
Oh, goodness.
I am doing something with attendance. We have 21 students that we're trying to monitor their attendance. So usually once a week I bring them in, but with the high school schedule, we have 21, I may get 5.
Right.
So, you know, and
Well,
they may not be the same 5.
You know, why is it important for you to monitor their attendance?
Because I think it means something if they know somebody's looking. You know, if I see them in the hall and they don't see me, I can look at them and say, I noticed, and they're like, usually they run over, you notice what? I notice you're doing a good job. You've been here every day. You only missed first period. What happened with first period? So just the fact that somebody else is monitoring that and
That's
can look
right.
at it on a daily basis and say, I saw that.
Because some students may not have that at home.
Right.
And parents aren't doing it. Parents aren't saying, doing it.
You ask them, what are you doing? Where, where was mom? She was at work. She didn't know you weren't at school.
Right.
So, I'm checking. I'm looking at you.
Makes a difference.
It does.
We all need boundaries, don't we?
We do.
It does. And during the experience, and I had to ask Sharon to explain this part to me, we were having kids that had a grade, and I didn't know what that meant. The grade was FF. And, my first thought was, what, they failed twice? Yeah. No, and it wasn't. She could explain that to you, but that's one of the things that, why it's important for us to monitor the attendance, the FF grades.
And what does that mean?
That means that they passed the course
Right.
for the semester, but because the attendance wasn't there, they don't get credit.
Oh,
So
wow.
now they're under an attendance contract. If they miss 6 days or less this semester, then they'll get that semester credit back.
Check system. It sounds
Right.
like that. Just monitoring and check
So
system.
and then I think when I had one student to run in there one day, and she said, "Can you check my attendance real quick?" And I said, "Okay." "Oh, what's going on?" She said, "Well, tomorrow's prom, and I need to take tomorrow afternoon off, and I need to make sure I didn't miss so many days
She
in that
wanted
class."
that credit.
Yes. So I mean, just the fact that we're there, I think we're making them aware that okay, you can do this.
Absolutely.
And then we've done attendance surveys. Why aren't you coming to school? And most of them, can't tell you.
Well, they didn't maybe have anybody pushing them.
Right.
Right. We learn so much every day by working at Southern Wayne, and I think that Southern Wayne is unique in the sense of its diversity.
Absolutely.
Our school is 1/3 white, 1/3 black, and 1/3 Hispanic. So there is no majority.
Right.
And so we get that diverse mesh of people and personalities, and it's a great learning experience for us, and we're learning so much about the different cultures, and we're trying to adjust our style as being a success coach to match their situation. And things can, home culture and
Oh, yes.
family, it
All makes a
big
difference.
difference, and you
It
need
does.
to be aware of those attributes to be able to serve those children.
You're
those
exactly right. And
students.
you all being aware of that and understanding the different backgrounds and cultures, and know that you can't have a cookie cutter type mentality with each child, because it's just not going to work.
No.
Exactly.
And you all recognizing that
Exactly.
will make a huge difference in their lives.
Yes, we
Well,
hope
and
so.
I'll say from personal experience, I had a fabulous experience at Southern Wayne. Yes, it was quite a few years ago, but it was a wonderful environment, wonderful teachers, wonderful coaches and guiders throughout my entire high school, and I think that is a great place to be. And I'm glad you all are there. I'm glad you're there as a support system for these individuals that do need a little extra TLC. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Jean, Sharon. You do a great job.
Thank
Communities
you.
in
Thank you for
Schools
having
is a
us.
wonderful program. We're just so glad to have you all here in our community supporting our children.
We're very happy to have this chance to serve our students.
Wonderful. Well, that's what's happening right here in your very own community. If you run across a success coach, stop and ask them some questions. Find out a little more about their job. This is what's happening at Communities in Schools. Joining me today is Paige Learnard here with Crimestoppers, Crime of the Week. Hi, Paige. Can you give us some details on what's happening?
Absolutely. This week I want to talk to the public about a robbery that happened, and it happened on tax day, April 15th, and it happened at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're talking about, a weekday,
Right.
right in the middle of the day, basically. What happened was at the JCPenney parking lot, there was a gentleman there that was getting into his car, and he was approached by a black male who asked him for a cigarette. When he went to give him the cigarette, that male snatched an envelope which was in his pocket out, which had a bunch of cash in it, obviously, and took off running and got into a Charger. And so I wanted to kind of describe the suspect. And he is a black male, 6 foot approximately, skinny. He was wearing all black, but he had on orange shoelaces and something orange on his hat. They weren't clear on what that was, but I'm hoping maybe that orange shoelaces and the orange in the hat will stand out for the public.
Kind of identify him a little bit.
But the Charger that he jumped into was a silver Dodge Charger, 4-door. So maybe something in that description or that vehicle description will kind of jog somebody's memory and then give us a call and help us solve this one.
Absolutely. That was very bold to be in the middle of the day.
Right.
In an open space like the JCPenney parking lot.
Right. It absolutely is. You know, we don't want the public worrying about that. And if they're approached by somebody or they see somebody coming, you know, my suggestion would be go ahead and get in the car. You know, if you really feel like, you know, something is not right, get in that car and call 911.
Right.
Try to remember a description of the person, and hopefully we can get there to help them before anything happens.
Absolutely. And the envelope was in the shirt pocket?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Okay, so identifiers are 6 foot, black male, skinny, orange shoelaces, orange somewhat on his hat.
Wearing all black clothing.
And the car one more time?
It was a silver Charger, 4-door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a brief description, but you know what? Some of these identifiers might make it easier between the shoelaces and the hat and the car to identify this person. If you saw anything, if you have heard anything, there's a number at the bottom of the screen. You can give them a call. Will you tell them a little more about Crimestoppers, Paige?
Right. I always like to remind them it is anonymous. When they call that number, it's the 735-225 number. That number's been blocked, and so that protects them and it protects me through Crimestoppers. That way they can report anything anonymously. They don't have to give their personal information, and I don't want their personal information. Basically what I do is take the tip information and we give them a code name or a code number, something they can remember. I'll have them call me back, and if it's information that leads to a felony arrest, then it makes them eligible for a cash reward.
And these rewards can go up to $1,000. Is that correct?
That's right. I don't know about you, but I could definitely.
We can
use
all
the
use
cash.
that,
Right.
absolutely.
Right.
Well, thank you for being here today and giving us this information. If you know anything, if you want to give us some details, call one of these numbers. It is anonymous, as Sergeant Learnard said, and you can leave details, and she can get back with you, and you all can connect up to $1,000 possibly. Right. Thank you for being with us today, Sergeant Learnard. We do appreciate it, and this is what's happening at Crimestoppers Crime of the Week.
I enjoyed that. That was very good. Thank you very much. The Wayne County Senior Games got underway May 1st, and I don't have a whole lot of information about them, except I've got the book. Yeah.
And we'll video them.
Yeah,
we'll make sure it's covered, so we'll also, be able to show it.
Yeah, but unbelievable events.
I know, it's amazing. Name some of those things that they'll be.
Cornhole, which is very popular now, shuffleboard, horseshoes, tennis, golf, croquet, billiards, basketball shooting. Bowling. I once shot a basketball, killed it right.
Did you?
Boom, bang.
Do you bowl?
Do I bowl?
Yeah.
I cereal bowl every chance I get, every morning.
You eat cereal out of a bowl?
Well, yeah.
That was real good.
Is that, oh, you mean like bowl?
Like bowling
like
ball, bowl?
I used to bowl, yeah. I used
Did
to
you?
bowl.
Were you good?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
My mom's very good.
Is she really?
Yes. Yeah. Every time we play, she beats us, everybody in the family. Yeah, she loves to just randomly go out and just, let's go bowl a game.
Yeah.
I wonder why. If she needs to build her self-esteem a little bit, she just takes all of us, and she is so darn good. Is
that right?
Yeah, but she's good at all that stuff.
Oh, Mom, way to go.
That's right.
Also, birthday. Also, events include swimming and racquetball, table tennis, track events, cycling, throwing a softball, throwing a football, spin casting.
Wow.
Silver arts. How about that? Speaking of
lots
spin casting,
to choose from.
Yeah, speaking of spin casting, Jay Leno's having a birthday. I forgot to mention him.
How old is he?
Jay Leno is having a birthday. He is on the sheet at 64.
64. Wow. Well, I knew he was in his 60s, but I didn't really know where he fell. So 64 years old.
Did he fall?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but he's 64 today. So way to go there.
Happy birthday, Jay.
Yeah. What else do you have there?
If you are interested in doing anything active, to be quite honest, you can look on Goldsboro Parks. You can look at Goldsboro Parks and Recreation's website and find out what all you can get involved in, from They have community campfires. They have youth soccer, youth baseball, and t-ball. They have volleyball. My goodness, they have Zumba. They have cheerleading, bingo, pottery classes, urban ballroom dancing, sewing classes, line dancing, and the list goes on and on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of stuff.
So if you need something to do and want to be active, whether you're a youth, whether you're middle-aged, or whether you're a senior,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Lots to do at Goldsboro Parks and Recreation. Check it out online, goldsboroparksandrec.com.
Speaking of seniors, tomorrow at the Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center on East Ash Street,
Yes.
there will be an invitation to family caregivers.
Oh, yeah.
AARP of North Carolina, along with local and regional aging agencies, inviting family caregivers of older adults and adults with disabilities to a free forum. Now, the forum will be held at in Goldsboro at the Seeger Senior Center on East Ash. Free respite care will be provided on site for care recipients of caregivers attending the forum. If you want to go, just go, and you can call a toll-free number. I won't give you that. Call 705-1785, 705-1785. Talk to Aaron or anybody that answers the phone there, and they can tell you all about this forum. It's tomorrow, starting at 12:30.
All right.
At the Senior Center, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, does sound good.
It sure
Does
does.
sound good.
Lots happening. There's always something going on. Want to remind everybody, Center Street Jams start May 15th. The first show is Spare Change.
All right.
All in a new location. It'll be in the John Street parking lot behind the Flying Shamrock. Mark your calendars. You don't want to miss this family-friendly, free event.
Family friendly.
Family-friendly. Now, see, I had it all down pat, and now I can't get it back out again.
A little alliteration here. Family.
Yep, absolutely. Mark your calendars, May 15th.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, and then May 2nd and 3rd, by the way, May 2nd and 3rd, the regional fairgrounds on 117 South is where you find the Antique Farm Equipment Days.
That's right.
Antique Farm Equipment sale going on. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. Admission is free just to go in and walk around, look around. It's going to be a lot of fun this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Okay?
Okay.
Are we ready?
I think that's all for today, Wayne.
I guess that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. Join us at that time. Tomorrow being, what, Tuesday?
Yes.
How about that? It usually falls after Monday. We'll be here. Hope you're here with us. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.